Have you ever felt love so overwhelming it blinds you to the truth? Picture this: a glittering penthouse in Manhattan, New York, where the city skyline sparkles like a promise. This is where our story begins, with Madeline Quinn, a young woman caught in a whirlwind of romance and betrayal. Maddie, as her friends call her, is no heiress or socialite. She's a regular girl, working as a junior analyst at Hudson Tech, one of New York's top tech empires. Her life, though, is about to change forever, tangled in a marriage she didn't choose and a love she doesn't yet understand. Maddie stands in a marble bathroom, the air warm with steam and the soft glow of candles. She's soaking in a grand bathtub, bubbles catching the light, jazz music humming low in the background. Across from her is William Hudson, known to close friends as Liam, the CEO of Hudson Tech. His sharp jawline softens as he watches her, his eyes holding a quiet intensity. Just hours ago, they exchanged vows in a private ceremony, a marriage arranged to protect Maddie from dangers she doesn't fully grasp. Liam's wealth and power are undeniable, but it's his unexpected gentleness that unsettles her tonight. As Maddie leans back, her head rests against Liam's chest. His arms wrap around her, steady and warm, and for a moment the world feels safe. She breathes in the scent of lavender and his cologne, her heart racing with confusion. Is this real? Can she trust him? Then, almost without thinking, she turns her head and whispers, "Honey, I love you." The words slip out, raw and unguarded, surprising even herself. Liam's breath catches, and he pulls her closer, murmuring, "I'll always keep you safe, Maddie." His voice is a vow, but there's a shadow in it, something unspoken. The next morning, Maddie wakes in their sprawling bed, silk sheets tangled around her. Sunlight pours through floor-to-ceiling windows, painting the room gold. She lies there, staring at the ceiling, unwilling to move. It's not exhaustion holding her back. It's the weight of her own heart. Last night felt like a dream, a bubble of happiness she's afraid to burst. Was she honest when she called him honey? Or was it just the candles, the music, the moment? As she wrestles with her thoughts, her phone buzzes on the nightstand. She reaches for it, expecting a sweet message from Liam, who left early for a meeting. Instead, it's a text from an unknown number. Her stomach twists as she opens it. Attached is a screenshot of an email, cold and damning. It's from Tyler Bennett, Liam's nephew and Maddie's ex-boyfriend, to her sister, Chloe Morgan. The words burn into her. "Maddie's access got us the data. Hudson Tech is ours soon, keep her distracted." A second message follows. "Your marriage is no accident. Ask Liam what he's hiding." Maddie's hands shake. Tyler, the man she once loved, has betrayed her. Worse, her own sister is part of it. And Liam, did he marry her just to use her too? Her mind races back to the past year. Maddie met Tyler at Hudson Tech, charmed by his easy smile and promises of forever. She shared everything with him, even company files she thought were harmless. Now it's clear he used her to steal secrets, aiming to topple Liam's empire. Chloe, always the golden child in their family, must have known. The betrayal cuts deep, but the anonymous text about Liam stings worse. Was their wedding, their moment in the bathtub, all a lie? Maddie clutches the phone, her heart pounding. She remembers Liam's arms around her, his whispered promise. Could he be playing her, just like Tyler? The text suggests Liam arranged their marriage to protect her from Tyler's schemes. But why didn't he tell her? Hudson Tech is a battlefield with billions at stake, and Maddie feels like a pawn. She thinks of Chloe, her sister, who's always envied her, always wanted more. Growing up, their parents showered Chloe with praise, leaving Maddie in the shadows. Now, Chloe's allied with Tyler, plotting against her own blood. Maddie's anger flares, but doubt lingers. If Liam's hiding something, what else doesn't she know? She forces herself out of bed, the city buzzing below. Manhattan's skyscrapers loom like judges, waiting for her next move. Maddie's no longer the naive girl who trusted Tyler. She's Mrs. Hudson now, with power she's only beginning to understand. But power comes with questions. Can she confront Tyler and Chloe without losing herself? Is Liam her ally or another manipulator? And who sent that text, exposing the truth at just the right moment? This is Maddie's story. A tale of love tested by lies, of a woman finding her strength in a world of secrets. Will she unravel the truth behind her marriage? Can she trust the man who held her so gently, or will his secrets break her heart? One thing's certain, Maddie Quinn is done being a victim. As she steps into the day, New York's energy pulses through her. The game has just begun, and she's ready to play. So what do you think Maddie will do next? Will she face Tyler's betrayal head-on or dig deeper into Liam's motives? Stick with us to find out, because this love story is only getting started. Maddie Quinn stands in her penthouse bedroom, the Manhattan skyline a silent witness to her racing thoughts. The anonymous text from yesterday burns in her mind. Tyler Bennett, her ex, and Chloe Morgan, her sister, betrayed her, using her to steal Hudson Tech's secrets. Worse, it hinted that William Hudson, her new husband, known as Liam, might be hiding his own plans. That moment in the bathtub when she whispered, "Honey, I love you," felt so real. Was it all a game? Maddie's not sure, but one thing's clear: she's done being played. Today, she'll fight back, starting with the truth. Maddie dresses sharply, a tailored blazer and heels signaling her new resolve. She's no longer just an analyst at Hudson Tech. She's Mrs. Hudson, and that title carries weight. Her phone buzzes again, another message from the unknown sender. Check Tyler's emails. Board meeting at noon. Act fast. Maddie's pulse quickens. Whoever this is, they're giving her ammunition. She logs into her work account, heart pounding as she searches Tyler's shared files. There it is, a thread between Tyler and Chloe, detailing their plan to leak Hudson Tech's new AI project to a rival. Maddie's hands shake, but anger steadies her. She forwards the evidence to herself and heads to the office. Hudson Tech's headquarters in Midtown gleam with glass and steel, a fortress of ambition. Maddie strides into the boardroom just as the meeting starts. Tyler's there, smirking, his polished suit hiding a traitor's heart. Liam sits at the head, his face unreadable, but his eyes soften when they meet hers. The board members, a mix of old money investors and tech gurus, murmur about the AI project's delay. Tyler stands, seizing his moment. "We need fresh leadership," he says smoothly. "Liam's been distracted. I propose I take charge." Maddie's stomach twists. Tyler's making his move and Liam's letting him talk. Why? She steps forward, her voice steady. "Before you vote, you should know the truth." All eyes turn to her. She connects her tablet to the projector, displaying Tyler's emails. Gasps ripple through the room as the screen shows his plan to sell Hudson Tech's AI to Derek Walsh at Vogue Elite, a fashion tech hybrid company. Chloe's name is all over it, her replies gloating about Maddie's cluelessness. Tyler's smirk vanishes. "This is fake," he snaps, but his voice cracks. Liam leans forward, his gaze cold. "Explain yourself, Tyler." The board erupts, demanding answers. Maddie doesn't flinch. "I trusted Tyler once," she says. "He used me to get those files. My sister helped him. They thought I'd stay quiet." She pauses, meeting Liam's eyes. "I'm not that girl anymore." The board votes unanimously to suspend Tyler pending investigation. As security escorts him out, he glares at Maddie. "You'll regret this," he hisses. She holds his gaze, unafraid. For the first time, she feels powerful. Back in Liam's office, Maddie expects a fight. Instead, Liam pours her coffee, his hands steady but his eyes searching. "You didn't tell me you had proof," he says quietly. Maddie crosses her arms. "You didn't tell me why you married me. That text said it's no accident." "What's your game, Liam?" He sighs, setting the cup down. "Tyler was targeting you to hurt me. I married you to keep you close, to protect you. I should have been honest." His voice softens. "But last night, when you called me honey, I wanted it to be real." Maddie's heart skips, but she's not ready to trust. "No more secrets," she says. Liam nods, a promise in his eyes. She leaves the office, her mind spinning. Liam's words feel sincere, but doubt lingers. She needs to know who's helping her. At her desk, she traces the anonymous number to Sarah Brooks, a quiet IT specialist at Hudson Tech. Maddie corners Sarah in the break room. "Why risk your job for me?" she asks. Sarah shrugs, her eyes kind. "You don't deserve to be their pawn. I saw Tyler's emails weeks ago. Someone had to act." Sarah's honesty grounds Maddie. She's not alone anymore. But Chloe's betrayal looms larger now. Maddie drives to Brooklyn, where the Morgan family brownstone sits, a relic of her childhood. Chloe's inside sketching designs for a fashion award she's chasing. Their parents, always dazzled by Chloe's charm, hover nearby. Maddie knocks, steeling herself. Chloe opens the door, her smile fake. "What's this, a sisterly visit?" Maddie doesn't smile back. "I know you're working with Tyler. Stop now, or I'll expose you." Chloe laughs, tossing her hair. "You're jealous, as always. I'm the star here, Maddie. You're just Liam's trophy." Their mother chimes in. "Don't cause trouble, Madeline. Chloe's our future." The words sting, but Maddie stands tall. "I'm giving you one chance, Chloe. Fix your designs for Vogue Elite's project, or everyone will know you're a fraud." Chloe's eyes narrow, but she nods, sensing Maddie's not bluffing. As Maddie leaves, her father calls after her. "Don't ruin this family." She keeps walking, the door slamming behind her. Back at Hudson Tech, Maddie dives into the Vogue Elite project, a collaboration to launch AI-driven fashion designs. Chloe's team submits their first drafts, but Maddie spots flaws instantly. Lazy patterns, recycled ideas. She calls a meeting, facing Chloe's glare across the conference table. "These won't cut it," Maddie says firmly. "Redo them by Friday, or you're off the project." Chloe scoffs. "What do you know about fashion? You're out of your league." Maddie leans in, her voice low. "I know enough to see you're faking it. Don't test me." The room tenses, but Maddie holds her ground. Chloe storms out, muttering threats. Later, Sarah slips Maddie a file. Chloe's been buying designs from Hannah Reed, a struggling artist forced to ghostwrite for her. Maddie's jaw tightens. Her sister's not just a traitor, she's a thief. She could expose Chloe now, but she waits. Rushing in might tip off Tyler, who's still circling, plotting his comeback. Maddie needs to be smart to protect Hudson Tech and herself. That night, Maddie returns to the penthouse. The city lights a glittering backdrop. Liam's waiting, a glass of wine in hand. He's different tonight, less guarded. "You were fierce today," he says, a smile tugging at his lips. Maddie takes the glass, her fingers brushing his. "I had to be. Tyler and Chloe won't stop." Liam steps closer, his voice low. "You don't have to fight alone. I'm here, Maddie." She looks up, caught in his gaze. For a moment, she wants to believe him completely. Liam pulls out a gift box, revealing a stunning haute couture dress, sapphire blue, designed by a Paris atelier. "For you," he says simply. Maddie's breath catches. "It's too much," she protests, but he shakes his head. "Nothing's too much for you." She tries it on, the fabric hugging her like a second skin. Liam watches, his eyes warm. "You're beautiful," he murmurs, stepping close. Maddie feels a spark, the same one from the bath. She wants to say something, anything, but words fail her. Instead, she lets him pull her into a slow dance, the city humming below. No music plays, just the rhythm of their breathing. Maddie's doubts soften, but they don't vanish. Liam's hiding something. She feels it. His protectiveness, his intensity. It's more than love. She thinks of his late nights, the locked files in his office. Is it just Tyler, or something deeper? As they sway, Maddie vows to find out. She's not the naive girl Tyler used, nor the sister Chloe mocked. She's Mrs. Hudson, and she's learning her power. Days pass, and Maddie grows bolder. She meets Sarah for coffee at a Soho cafe, piecing together Tyler's next move. Sarah's hacked into his cloud, finding texts to Derek Walsh, plotting to crash Hudson Tech's stock. Maddie's mind races. She needs to act before Tyler strikes. At home, Liam notices her tension. "What's wrong?" he asks, his hand on hers. Maddie hesitates, then decides to trust him, just a little. "Tyler's not done," she says. "I need your help to stop him." Liam's face hardens, but he nods. "Whatever it takes." Maddie feels a surge of hope. Maybe Liam's not her enemy. Maybe he's her partner. But Chloe's designs are due tomorrow, and Maddie knows her sister won't go quietly. The Vogue Elite project is her chance to prove herself, not just to Liam, but to New York. She thinks of her parents, their blind faith in Chloe. She thinks of Tyler's smirk, Chloe's laugh. They underestimated her. That was their mistake. Maddie sits at her desk, the evidence against Chloe and Tyler stacked neatly. She could destroy them now, but she wants more than revenge. She wants truth about Liam, about herself. The city pulses outside, alive with possibility. Maddie's journey is just beginning, and she's ready for whatever comes next. Will she outsmart Tyler and Chloe? Can she trust Liam's heart? One step at a time, she'll find out. Maddie Quinn's heels echo through Hudson Tech's sleek Manhattan office, her heart a drumbeat of determination. She's no longer the naive analyst who trusted Tyler Bennett, nor the overlooked sister of Chloe Morgan. She's Mrs. Hudson, wife of CEO William Hudson, known as Liam, and she's fighting for her place in his world. The Vogue Elite project, a high-stakes fashion tech collaboration, is her battleground. Tyler suspended, but Maddie knows he's not done. Chloe's designs are due today, and Maddie's ready to expose her sister's lies. But the anonymous texts from Sarah Brooks, her ally in IT, weigh heavy. Tyler's plotting something bigger, and Liam's hiding more than he admits. Maddie enters the conference room, sunlight glinting off glass walls. Chloe's there, her smile sharp as a blade, flanked by her design team. The Vogue Elite execs, led by Derek Walsh, watch closely, their laptops open to Chloe's latest drafts. Maddie takes her seat, her tablet loaded with Sarah's latest find, proof Chloe's been forcing Hannah Reid, a talented but desperate artist, to ghostwrite her design. Maddie could end Chloe now, but she waits, eyes scanning the room. Derek's too chummy with Chloe, his glances lingering. Something's off. Chloe presents her work, projecting bold patterns and AI-driven textures. The execs nod, impressed. "This is game-changing," Derek says, his voice smooth. Maddie's stomach twists. The designs are good, too good for Chloe. She stands, her voice calm but firm. "These are impressive, Chloe, but I'd like Hannah Reid to explain her role in them." The room freezes. Chloe's smile falters. "Hannah's just an assistant," she snaps. Hannah, pale and fidgeting, looks down. Maddie softens her tone. "Hannah, tell us the truth. You're safe here." Hannah's eyes meet Maddie's, and something shifts. She stands, voice trembling. "I drew everything. Chloe threatened my family if I didn't." Gasps ripple through the room. Derek shifts uncomfortably, his charm fading. Chloe laughs, shrill and desperate. "She's lying." "Maddie's jealous, always has been." But Maddie's ready. She displays Sarah's evidence, emails, payments, even a recorded call where Chloe bullies Hannah. The execs murmur, their trust in Chloe crumbling. Derek tries to intervene. "This is a misunderstanding," he says, but Maddie cuts him off. "No, it's theft. Chloe, you're off the project." Chloe's face twists with rage. "You'll pay for this," she hisses, storming out. The execs scramble to salvage the meeting, but Maddie's focus shifts to Derek. His unease betrays him. She remembers Sarah's warning. Tyler's linked to Vogue Elite through Derek, planning to tank Hudson Tech's stock. Maddie excuses herself, texting Sarah, "Dig into Derek Walsh, now." Back at her desk, she reviews the project files, her mind racing. If Derek's with Tyler, the entire deal's a trap. That night, Maddie meets Sarah at a crowded Soho bar, neon lights buzzing overhead. Sarah slides her a USB drive. "Derek's been funneling Hudson Tech data to Tyler for months," she whispers. "They're shorting our stock, betting on a crash after Vogue Elite pulls out." Maddie's blood runs cold. This isn't just betrayal, it's corporate sabotage. She grips the drive, her resolve hardening. "We need to stop them before the shareholder meeting tomorrow," she says. Sarah nods. "I've got your back, but be careful. Tyler's desperate." The shareholder meeting looms at Hudson Tech's boardroom, a power clash under crystal chandeliers. Maddie arrives early, her blazer crisp, the USB drive in her pocket. Liam's already there, his face drawn. He's been distant, wrestling with sleepless nights and something deeper, guilt, maybe, or fear. "You okay?" he asks, touching her arm. Maddie wants to tell him everything, but doubt holds her back. "Just ready to end this," she says. Liam's eyes search hers, but he nods, trusting her lead. Tyler strides in, reinstated by a loophole his father, a minor shareholder, exploited. He's all charm, pitching a new deal to replace Vogue Elite, claiming it'll save Hudson Tech. The board leans in, tempted. Maddie stands, her voice cutting through. "Tyler's lying. He's been working with Derek Walsh to sabotage us." She plugs in the USB, projecting Sarah's evidence, emails, bank transfers, and a video of Tyler meeting Derek in a shady financial district diner. The board erupts, shareholders shouting. Tyler's face pales. "This is a setup," he yells, but no one's buying it. Maddie presses on, relentless. "Derek's shorting our stock, and Tyler's feeding him our secrets. They thought I'd stay quiet." She glances at Liam, who's watching her, pride flickering in his eyes. The board demands Tyler's resignation. He tries to lunge at Maddie, but security drags him out, his threats echoing. Derek, cornered by the evidence, stammers an excuse and flees, his career ruined. The shareholders applaud Maddie, but she feels no joy. This victory cost her family, her trust. She looks at Liam, wondering what's next. The fallout hits hard. Maddie leaks the evidence to a Wall Street Journal reporter, and by evening, headlines scream, "Hudson Tech foils corporate coup." Tyler's name is trashed. Derek's fired from Vogue Elite. Maddie should feel triumphant, but Chloe's still out there, and Liam's silence gnaws at her. She heads to the Morgan brownstone, needing answers. Chloe's waiting, her eyes red from rage, not tears. Their parents stand behind her as always. "You ruined me," Chloe spits. "Those designs were mine." Maddie doesn't flinch. "You stole from Hannah. You helped Tyler hurt me. Why, Chloe?" Her sister sneers. "You got Liam, the penthouse, everything. I deserved more." Their mother steps forward, voice cold. "You're no daughter of ours, Madeline. Chloe's our pride." The words cut, but Maddie's done begging for love. "You chose her lies," she says, turning away. "I choose myself." As she leaves, Chloe screams after her, "This isn't over." Maddie keeps walking, Brooklyn's streets swallowing her pain. The scandal breaks Chloe's career. Vogue publishes an exposé crediting Hannah Reid as the true designer. Chloe's award is revoked, and Hudson Tech sues her for $300 million in damages, bankrupting the Morgans. Maddie watches the news from Liam's penthouse, Central Park dark beyond the windows. She should feel justice, but her heart aches. Chloe was her sister, her blood. Liam joins her, his hand warm on her shoulder. "You did what was right," he says. Maddie leans into him, wanting to believe it. But trouble's not over. Liam's been off, his eyes shadowed, his nights restless. Maddie notices his pill bottles, the locked drawer in his office. She confronts him, voice soft but firm. "What's wrong, Liam? No more secrets." He hesitates, then admits, "I've got PTSD from a car crash when I was a kid. It's worse lately." Maddie's heart twists. She didn't know. "Why hide it?" she asks. Liam looks away. "I didn't want you to see me weak." She takes his hand, steady. "You're not weak. We'll face it together." Their moments cut short by a call from Sarah. "Check the news," she says, urgent. Maddie turns on the TV and her breath catches. A breaking report. Liam's car crashed in Tribeca, hit by a truck linked to Tyler's allies. He's in ICU, comatose. Maddie's world tilts. She races to Mount Sinai Hospital, the city a blur of lights and horns. Liam lies pale in a sterile room, tubes snaking from his arms. A doctor explains. Mild traumatic brain injury, uncertain recovery. Maddie's knees buckle, but she holds the bed rail, whispering, "You promised to stay, honey?" As she sits by Liam, a woman enters, Rachel Foster, a neurosurgeon with a cool smile and sharp eyes. "I'm handling his case," Rachel says, too familiar. Maddie's instincts flare. "You know him?" she asks. Rachel's smile tightens. "We went to college together. Liam was special to me." Maddie's chest tightens. Rachel leans in, voice low. "He married you, but you're not his first choice. You're just a placeholder, Maddie." The words hit like a slap, but Maddie doesn't break. "He's my husband," she says. "I'm not going anywhere." Rachel leaves, but her words linger, sowing doubt. Maddie thinks of Liam's secrets, his locked drawer. Was Rachel his past? Is she his future? She strokes Liam's hand, searching his still face for answers. Then, a nurse hands her Liam's phone, recovered from the crash. A notification pops up, a test result. Maddie wasn't meant to see. She opens it, her heart stopping. She's pregnant, early stages likely from their first weeks together. Joy and fear collide. She whispers to Liam, "We're having a baby, you have to wake up." Maddie's alone now, the hospital quiet. Rachel's claim echoes, but the baby grounds her. She thinks of Tyler's rage, Chloe's threats, Derek's collapse. They've lost, but at what cost? Liam's coma feels like punishment for her victories. She clutches his hand, tears falling. "I need you," she says, voice breaking. "I don't care about Rachel or anyone. Just come back." The monitors beep, steady but unchanging. Maddie's not giving up, but fear creeps in. What if Liam never wakes? What if Rachel's right? Sarah texts, offering to dig into Rachel's past. Maddie agrees, sensing Rachel's more than a doctor. She looks at Liam, his chest rising slowly. This fight's not just for her anymore, it's for their child, their future. New York hums outside, relentless and alive. Maddie's battered but unbroken. Tyler's down, Chloe's ruined. But Rachel's a new threat, and Liam's life hangs in the balance. Can Maddie save him? Will she uncover Rachel's truth before it's too late? The stakes are higher than ever, and Maddie's ready to face them all. Maddie Quinn sits by Liam Hudson's hospital bed in Mount Sinai, the hum of monitors her only company. New York's skyline glitters beyond the window, but her world is here, in this sterile room. Liam, her husband, lies comatose, his face pale under the fluorescent light. A car crash, orchestrated by Tyler Bennett's allies, left him with a brain injury, and Maddie's heart aches with every silent minute. Rachel Foster, Liam's ex and his doctor, claims Maddie's just a stand-in for her, a cruel echo of their college love. But Maddie's not breaking. She's pregnant with Liam's child, a secret spark of hope, and she'll fight for him, for them. Rachel's words haunt her, sowing doubt. Was Liam's love ever real? Maddie clutches his hand, her thumb tracing his wedding band. She thinks of their first night, whispering, "Honey, I love you," in the penthouse bathtub, the city alive below. That moment felt true, but Rachel's presence clouds it. Maddie's phone buzzes. Sarah Brooks, her IT ally at Hudson Tech, with news. Rachel's not clean," Sarah texts. "I'm digging into her records. Stay sharp." Maddie nods to herself. Rachel's hiding something, and she'll find it. But first Liam needs her. Days blur into nights, Maddie barely leaving Liam's side. She talks to him, voice soft, about their baby, their future. "We'll name her after your mom," she says, smiling through tears. "You'd like that, wouldn't you?" The monitors beep, unchanged, but she keeps talking, believing he hears. Rachel sweeps in daily, all cool confidence, checking charts with a possessive air. "He's stable," she says, barely glancing at Maddie. "But don't get your hopes up." Maddie's jaw tightens. Rachel's not just a doctor, she's a threat. Sarah's next message changes everything. "Found a lead," she writes. "Dr. Margaret Coleman in Seattle, top neurologist, specializes in comas. She's flying to New York tomorrow." Maddie's pulse races. A new doctor, a new chance. She replies, "Book her first flight. I'll cover it." Sarah adds a warning. Rachel's been dosing Liam with sedatives, not standard protocol. Be careful. Maddie's blood runs cold. Sedatives? Rachel's not saving Liam, she's keeping him under. Anger flares, but Maddie stays calm. She needs proof, and Dr. Coleman's her key. When Rachel enters next, Maddie watches her like a hawk. Rachel adjusts Liam's IV, her movements too quick. What's in that? Maddie asks, voice steady. Rachel pauses, then smiles thinly. Just fluids, you wouldn't understand. Maddie doesn't blink. Try me. Rachel brushes her off, leaving briskly. Maddie texts Sarah, get hospital records now. If Rachel's sabotaging Liam, she's done. But doubt creeps in. What if Dr. Coleman can't help? What if Liam wakes but chooses Rachel? Maddie pushes the fear down. Her baby deserves a father, and she deserves the truth. Dr. Maggie Coleman arrives the next day, a calm woman with sharp eyes and a Seattle accent. Maddie meets her in the hospital lobby, explaining everything: Liam's crash, Rachel's claims, the sedatives. Maggie listens, nodding. I've seen cases like this, she says. If he's been over-sedated, we can reverse it, but we need to act fast. Maddie leads her to Liam's room, heart pounding. Rachel's there, chart in hand, and her face hardens at Maggie's presence. Who's this? She demands. Maddie steps forward. Dr. Coleman's taking over. You're done, Rachel. Rachel's composure cracks. You can't do this. Liam needs me. Maggie steps in, voice firm. I've reviewed his file. Your treatment's questionable. Step aside. Rachel glares but backs off, storming out. Maggie examines Liam, her hands steady. He's strong, she says. We'll flush the sedatives and stimulate his brain activity. He could wake soon. Maddie's eyes sting with relief. Thank you, she whispers. Maggie smiles. You're fighting for him. That's what counts. Sarah's evidence arrives that night, a digital gold mine. Rachel's been falsifying Liam's charts, prescribing heavy sedatives to prolong his coma. Worse, she's linked to Tyler, payments traced to a shell company he used. Maddie's fury boils, but she stays focused. She hands the files to Maggie, who alerts the hospital board. By morning, Rachel's suspended, her medical license under review. Maddie sits by Liam, feeling lighter. We're almost there, she tells him, her hand on her belly. Just wake up, honey. Hours later, Liam stirs. Maddie freezes, hardly breathing. His fingers twitch, then his eyes flutter open, hazy but alive. Maddie, he croaks, voice rough. Tears spill down her cheeks as she grabs his hand. I'm here, Liam. I'm right here. He tries to smile, weak but real. Knew you wouldn't quit, he murmurs. Maddie laughs through sobs, kissing his knuckles. The monitor's steady, and Maggie nods from the doorway. He's back, she says. Maddie's world rights itself, just a little. Liam's recovery is slow, his memory patchy. Maddie stays close, updating him gently. She tells him about Tyler's sabotage, Chloe's downfall, and Rachel's betrayal. Liam's jaw tightens at Rachel's name. She was never you, he says, eyes fierce. I married you because I love you, Maddie. Always have. She wants to believe him, but Rachel's words linger. She said I was a placeholder, Maddie admits, voice small. Liam reaches for her, wincing with effort. Let me show you the truth. He asks for his phone, pulling up an old photo. It's a blurry snapshot from years ago. 2 kids on a Coney Island boardwalk. A girl with pigtails hands a boy a fistful of candy, both smiling wide. That's us, Liam says. I was 9, lost after my mom's accident. You gave me those candies, told me to keep going. I never forgot you. Maddie stares, memories flickering. She remembers that day, a sad boy she wanted to cheer up. That was you? She whispers. Liam nods. I've been looking for you ever since. Maddie's doubts melt. Their love wasn't chance, it was fate, stitched together by a moment of kindness. She tells him about the baby, and Liam's eyes light up, despite his pain. We're a family, he says, pulling her close. Maddie nestles against him, the hospital fading away. They're not perfect, but they're real. She thinks of their bathtub night, her whispered words. They were true, even then, before she knew it. The next week, Liam strong enough to leave ICU. Maddie takes him to Central Park, a crisp spring day, cherry blossoms falling like confetti. They walk slowly, Liam leaning on her, the city vibrant around them. He stops by a bench, turning to her. "I almost lost you," he says, voice raw. Maddie shakes her head. "You didn't. We're here." He pulls out a small box, a new ring inside, a simple band with a tiny sapphire like the dress he gave her. "For our fresh start," he says. Maddie slides it on, tears blurring her smile. "I love you, honey," she says, and this time she means every word. Justice catches up fast. Rachel's license is revoked after Sarah's evidence proves she dosed Liam to control him. Tyler's convicted for corporate fraud and the crash sent to prison. Hannah Reid's designs hit runways, her name shining in Vogue. The Morgans are ruined, their brownstone sold to cover Chloe's debts. Maddie gets a letter from Chloe, a half-hearted apology she doesn't answer. She's done carrying her sister's weight. Her mother calls once, pleading, but Maddie lets it go to voicemail. Her family's Liam now, and the life growing inside her. Maddie and Liam settle into their penthouse, redecorating a nursery with soft blues and yellows. Liam's PTSD lingers, but he starts therapy, Maddie by his side. They're honest now, no more secrets. One night, as they watch the skyline, Liam pulls her close. "You saved me," he says. Maddie shakes her head. "We saved each other." She thinks of her journey, Tyler's betrayal, Chloe's cruelty, Rachel's lies. She's stronger for it, forged in pain but polished by love. Now let's talk about what this all means. Maddie and Liam's story isn't just a romance, it's a lesson. Love isn't a fairy tale where everything's easy. It's messy, full of doubts and fights, but it's worth it when you find someone who sees you, flaws and all. Maddie could have walked away when Tyler broke her, when Chloe turned on her, when Rachel claimed Liam's heart, but she stayed, because love means showing up. Even Liam fought too, hiding his pain to protect her, then opening his heart to heal. They didn't just fall in love, they built it, step by stubborn step. Think about your own life. Who's worth fighting for? Love doesn't mean perfection. It means trust, courage, and choosing each other every day. Maddie and Liam faced a world of schemes and danger, but they came out stronger, their bond sealed by a candy shared years ago. That's the beauty of love. It can start small, a fleeting kindness, and grow into something unbreakable. As they prepare for their baby, they're proof that love, when it's real, can conquer anything. So, what's your story? Have you ever fought for love against the odds? Maddie and Liam remind us that no matter how dark it gets, there's always a light worth chasing. Hold on to that, and let it guide you, just like it guided them.